All right, welcome back, guys. This is 20-Minute Talks, and once again, I'm your host, Jesse Gardner. Today, I'm here with Sara Rossi. Sarah, if you want to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Sara. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. After I graduated high school, my family moved to Siesta Key, so I spend most of my time there now. But yeah, I go to USF with Jesse. We lived on the same floor last year.
Yeah, we lived right next to each other, so
Yeah.
that was interesting.
Oh yeah.
But so today, we're gonna talk about a trip that we took last year that was it was different, I guess you could
Oh
say.
yeah.
We went to LA, kind of on a whim, and it worked out. It was weird. It was
It
kind
was a
of
lot of
cool.
fun.
Yeah, it was during quarantine, so flights were really cheap. And I was on Kayak, and I was just kind of searching around for flights, and there was a round trip ticket to LA for $75 or $79.
Yeah.
And then I posted on my story. I was like, "Yo, who wants to come to LA?" And then
Yeah, I've always wanted to go to LA, and my dad actually works for the airline. He works for United, so I'm able to go anywhere, honestly. So I was down. I was ready to go, and we went.
it
We
was a lot
just
of fun.
went.
Yeah. And then we kind of showed up with no plan.
No, oh, absolutely no plan.
Yeah.
We didn't even have somewhere to stay the first night, and we got in at like 11?
It was late.
It was bad.
Yeah.
It was a hard time.
We had no plan, which made it kind of a disaster for the entire trip because we don't really know where we are.
Right. It made it fun though. Like it made it better. I feel like.
Oh yeah.
Because if we had a plan, we wouldn't have seen as much as we did.
Yeah.
Because we definitely saw
I
the
mean,
unexpected.
We kind of checked off all the boxes in LA.
Right. We did. We went everywhere, and the buses those were clutch. They took us everywhere.
Yeah, for some reason we got on the buses for free. I don't know.
That's definitely not how it was supposed to
Yeah,
be.
I don't know. I don't know what was going on, but we got all of our bus rides for free.
Yeah.
But we saw the Hollywood sign.
We did.
We saw Rodeo Drive, which was so cool.
Oh yeah,
all the rich ass people, some nice ass cars. But
thought we saw David Dobrik.
Thought we saw David Dobrik's car, his Ferrari, which would have been cool.
What else did we see? I feel like we didn't.
Hollywood sign, Rodeo Drive, the stars.
Oh yeah, we went to that like carnival thing. Remember that? Like at the end.
Oh yeah. That was I don't remember what it was called, but yeah.
No, but that was fun.
That was cool. And then we went to downtown LA,
which was
walked around a lot.
Yeah.
Which was really sketchy.
It was kind of a letdown.
No, it kind of was.
I didn't want to say it, but
no, it definitely was. It was like any other city. It was like going into Tampa or going into Boston or whatever. But I don't know, it's kind of different. But trying to find a place to stay every night. I remember we were sitting in a hotel because our phones would die, and then we're sitting in a hotel like lobby with our phones plugged into these tables, and we're like searching for these places that not only will take someone under 21, but something that isn't $4,000 a night.
We almost used. Well, we allowed to go there. We almost used our IDs to get.
Oh yeah.
To get.
No, yeah, we almost used our fake IDs to get into hotels because
we had nowhere to stay.
Because we had nowhere to stay, and a lot of hotels don't take someone under 21, and it's like 6:00 at night, and we're like, "Fuck, where the hell are we gonna stay?" Because we never really knew where we were gonna end up for the day. Like we kind of wake up in the morning, wherever, hop on a bus and take it somewhere, and then kind of go from there. But we would run into trouble a little bit. I remember one night we really ran into trouble.
Yes. I know exactly what you're talking about.
When we were sitting in that hotel lobby, that was near I forget exactly where it was.
Wait, what?
The one we were sitting in the hotel lobby, and it was near that like carnival thing, and it was like 6:00 at night, and we were like, "Fuck, your phone died, my phone's about to die." So we're like, at first we're sitting on the curb. We're sitting on the curb outside with my phone plugged into this wall, searching, trying to find hotels.
Gosh, we're calling people.
Yeah, we called like 50 hotels. Sorry, we don't take people under 21. It's $200 a night. It's this, it's that. It's like, holy shit, we're never going to find a place to sleep.
No, I was talking about that night we couldn't find somewhere to stay. And we got Panda and you ran into...
the sketchy ass lady? You want to tell that story?
Sketchy ass lady. Well, I'm trying to remember where we were before. That was when we went to the Hollywood sign, right?
Yeah, so we hiked up to the Hollywood sign, and then, which is actually a really far walk.
Oh my God, I was in jeans.
Yeah, which is tough.
In jeans. It was rough.
And then we walked all the way back down, but we didn't get back down because like you hike, it's basically a mountain essentially.
Oh yeah.
And then once you get back down, we got back down the road and it was already dark.
And we were hungry.
We were starving.
We were and then we stopped at a gas station, and we're like looking for food. We're looking for somewhere to grab something because we knew we weren't going to get to a restaurant for a while. And we didn't have anywhere to stay either. So we were kind of just trying to figure it out. And so we're sitting at this gas station, again, calling all these hotels, calling anywhere, like anywhere to stay, places with like bunk beds. Like, remember that?
No, there were hostels, and it was like
just,
literally bunk beds that we were going to stay in.
It was, and then so we're walking, and finally we find a place, and we start walking because we're walking everywhere. Like, we had absolutely no plan. Like,
no.
I can't say it enough. Like,
we had literally had a backpack on our backs, and that was
with all of our belongings.
Yeah.
Like, everything that I brought to LA with me was in that backpack that I carried everywhere.
Back. Yeah.
And so we're sitting there, and then we're walking to Panda Express, finally. And
because it was cheap food, and you got a lot of it.
Yeah.
I remember why we picked it.
And we're waiting at this stoplight to cross the street. Can you tell us? I don't even know how to like explain this.
So it's probably like 8:00 at night, and we've been walking around all day. We stopped at a gas station and got like candy. I don't even remember what we were eating.
We got like a bag of chips and like some candy.
Yeah. And then we get our Panda, and we're walking to this hotel that we found, which wasn't even really a hotel. It was a hostel. Do you remember that?
I remember
we
that.
Somehow, we'll tell it after, but we're like, so we're walking, and we pull up to this corner, and like we're about to cross the street, 8:00 at night, to like back roads of downtown LA.
It was so scary.
Which was sketchy as hell. and we're standing there, and this like, she must have been a prostitute.
No, I think, and like, I respect the grind. Like, do your thing, I guess. But the thing was like, she came out of nowhere. Like, she actually came out of the darkness.
She did. She popped out of nowhere.
It was terrifying. And she was behind us. Like, we looked, because we were like looking to cross the street. And we like turn around, and there's just like someone there in a mask, like a scary mask, like a purge mask, okay? And these high ass heels. And she, like, we don't know what to do. Like, we're like looking at each other.
We're like, what the fuck is going on?
First of all, if anything were to happen, we just like booked it. Like, we were like a car could have hit us. We just crossed the street. Yeah. And she followed us.
Yeah, no, she did. And then she walked into that convenience store and then got kicked back out because she's wearing the tightest dress you've ever seen in your entire life.
Oh, yeah.
And a purge mask. And it was nowhere near any holiday that was like reasonable to wear a purge mask.
Like February.
She was just walking around with a fucking purge mask on in the middle of LA. And it was the creepiest thing I think I've ever seen in my life.
No, it was terrifying. I was ready to say my goodbyes.
No, that was not fun.
Yeah.
And then even after that, we get back and we check in at this hotel. And I don't know if you remember, we walk, and we're walking through downtown Hollywood. I don't know if it was the same night, but we walked through downtown Hollywood, and we're going to this hostel, but we rented a private room at the hostel.
Yeah.
So it was like shared bathrooms with everyone, but we had our own locked room. And we turn onto the street, and it was so sketchy.
It was so sketchy.
So sketchy.
We called an Uber. It was like right down. Remember, we called a Lyft or an Uber because it was right down the street, but there was like a group of people, and I mean, at that point, like, I'm no help. Like, it would have been like 5v1.
It was not good.
It was not.
It was really sketchy, and we literally called it a Lyft.
To go like
for like a 2-minute drive.
Down, yeah.
Yeah, it was like a block up the road. But we did it, and then we checked in, and I don't know, that hostel was pretty weird.
Oh yeah.
Because the door like barely locked.
And then remember they told us we got like some crazy breakfast in the morning, and then we went downstairs and we were like, "You're fucking kidding."
Yeah, part of the reason we even rented it is because they were like, "Oh yeah, come to the breakfast," and there was like a kitchen, and they mentioned like waffles and cereal, and I was like, "Oh, let's go! This is gonna be sick." No, we went down, and the kitchen was number one. There was no food.
No, there was like oats.
Yeah, there was like oats or something.
With like no milk or anything.
It was gross. And
it
then
was disgusting.
It was trash too.
Oh yeah, it was like filthy. And then remember, didn't a lady come in at some point?
Some lady was sitting down there eating something. I don't know where she got she was definitely eating the oats. And it was just nasty.
It was gross. Same thing with the hotel the first night. They told us we were gonna get like an included breakfast.
Oh yeah.
We got like a bag that you get at like hot lunch. Not even hot lunch. Hot lunch was better. You get
bad.
It was like an apple and like apple juice and like a muffin.
Yeah.
Muffin.
Yeah, that was they were like, oh, included breakfast. And that was right next to the airport. That was the first place we stayed at.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, word, let's go. Like, it's going to be dope ass breakfast. I love a buffet breakfast. And we're like, yeah, because of COVID, we can't do it. And I was like, well, how many of these bags can I grab? And she was like, grab as many as you want. I
Yeah,
grabbed like
Jesse
5
came
of them.
up with like 5 bags, and I was like, holy shit.
And we were eating those muffins for like 2 days.
Oh yeah, we kept those muffins.
Oh yeah, no, they were good. Yeah, but what else did we see? So we went
I'm trying to
to
think.
the Hollywood sign was pretty sweet. That wasn't as
That was
scary,
cool.
but it was cool.
That was cool.
It was a long walk up, and then we almost went up to, like, you know how you can go behind it. We were
Oh
gonna go
yeah.
behind it, and we didn't do that.
No, we didn't. Because by the time, if we would have done that too, though, it would have been so dark by the time we got back.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Which already was enough of an experience.
Yeah, enough negative. We don't want to run into
We
anyone
don't,
else
we
like
don't,
that
want
again.
to, we don't want to see anyone else at that point.
But I remember we were sitting there, so we went to the Hollywood sign. We were obviously looking at Hollywood sign, and then you kind of go around the back of it a little bit,
Yeah.
and you can overlook all of LA, so you
Oh,
see
yeah.
everything.
It's
And we
crazy.
sat there and just like looked over the city, which was
We were
actually
vibing.
super cool.
It was cool.
And then it hit me, and I was like, I'm fucking across the country right now. I have
yeah.
no business being here.
Oh my god! And like I'm from Chicago. Like there are no mountains. There are no mountains there. I'll tell you that right now. There are no mountains in Chicago. And like the first time I had ever seen a mountain was actually on the way there because I had to stop. Because we were on different flights. I had to stop somewhere. I don't remember where it was, but there was so
like
much
Montana
snow.
or something.
Oh yeah, I was in Montana.
Yeah.
And their airport was like crazy. It was all windows. You could see all the mountains, and it was like snow everywhere. And I was like, holy shit, like that's a mountain. And then I go to LA, and there's like it was just mountains. And the view we had of it too, like it was crazy.
It was
I've
unreal.
never seen anything like it.
Yeah. No, it's definitely different. LA is a pretty damn cool place.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I could live there, but
no, I don't think so either.
Living in the Beverly Hills, but
oh yeah, that was crazy. I still can't believe we went there. I still can't believe I've seen that. Like
I know it was weird because like we woke up and it was like, holy shit, we're across the country, and I had never been to California at that point.
Me either.
And then we just kind of woke up across the country for a $79 plane ticket, and
Literally.
I was like, I barely made it here. What am I doing? How
On
am I going to
Spirit.
get back on Spirit
This is there on
Airlines?
Spirit.
Exactly. That's why it was $79. But yeah, and then that place at the end, the last place we went to, so we saw this stars, which there's so many more stars than I thought there was.
Oh, they go like throughout the whole. Like
yeah, it goes like up side streets and everything too.
There's so many.
I thought it was just kind of one strip, and no, there's a lot of stars, which was kind of cool. And then the last place, I can't remember what it was called. It was like that out thing, and it was like near.
It was like some sort of pier almost.
Yeah.
But I don't remember what it was. I'm trying to think of there's like a. I don't remember, but it was really pretty.
It was cool. I remember you left like, I don't know, 6 hours before I did or something.
Oh yeah.
And then I went back there.
It was that same day, wasn't it?
It was the same day.
We walked to the airport. We're like walking down the.
Yeah, they did way too much walking. That shit took.
ridiculous.
Normally you drive into an airport because it's a drive-in entrance, and we're walking. Our asses are walking next to it like a lot. It was so stupid.
It was ridiculous. We looked ridiculous that whole time. I feel like.
Oh, we did, yeah. Because we showered like twice.
Yeah.
The entire trip, and we're walking around with everything we own on our back.
Oh,
in this big ass backpack.
We look like middle schoolers, like walking around.
It was a disaster.
I'm in like jeans and a crop top, hiking the Hollywood sign. Like I just felt like such an idiot. It was worth it though, but
oh my god, it was so much fun.
I definitely was not prepared for that.
No,
but that was the like best part of it too.
Yeah,
we were just
because we had no clue what we were getting into when we went into it.
Oh no, and like we had no idea. We had no idea like what the hike was going to be like, if there was like if we were going to see. We just kind of went for it. I feel like.
Yeah, we just kind of went, which was really cool. I'm so glad we got to see everything too. I was actually surprised. I kind of thought we were going to show up and kind of be in one area and we wouldn't see too much, but it's actually really easy to get around there. If you can get on the bus, which apparently was free during COVID when we were there, or we were just scamming our way on rides every time. It's pretty easy to get around.
Yeah. Remember the train too?
The first train? Yeah.
That
shit was funny because we walked all the way there too.
Oh yeah, and that was like, that was like nothing compared to what we saw, like absolutely nothing. But it was the first like day we were there. It was the first day we were there, so I was like scared shitless. I was like, oh my God, like this is
This is
terrifying.
gonna be bad.
But
We're another 4 days of this.
no, but that was nothing. Like there was nothing sketchy in that neighborhood
Oh,
compared
no,
to what
not
we
at all.
saw. Like
Compared to downtown LA?
nothing.
Oh my God, it wasn't even close.
There's like, so it was very sketchy. Downtown LA is very sketchy.
It is. There's parts of it that like you should probably avoid if you can.
We just had no idea. Like
No, we just didn't know because
we
just
were
kind of walked
strolling
through
through.
it.
We were strolling through.
We'd like put it into Google Maps, and it was like, oh, we walked this way, and we'd walk through not knowing where exactly we were or what we were walking through.
Definitely a disaster.
But I do remember that. Remember that one night we stayed at it was like a Motel 6 or something, but there was a donut place right outside.
Oh yeah,
Randy's Donuts.
That was great.
You guys have probably seen it. It's the place with the huge donut on the top. It had this like massive, like 10-foot donut on the top of the building.
Yeah.
And they made like customized
like crazy donuts,
which was so fire.
It was really good. I'm trying to think where did we eat that day?
We ate that was one of the last days. We ate there, and we probably ate at like Chipotle or something. We had Chipotle so much.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
We ate a lot of Chipotle.
We did have a lot. We ate Chipotle in like the middle of downtown LA, like sitting on this curb, like.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I remember that because we went to, and then we couldn't find a bathroom. We're walking around downtown LA. No one has a bathroom that you can go into because we tried to go into Chipotle one, and then we ended up in like Whole Foods or something. Biggest Whole Foods I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh my gosh, I agree.
It had like its own parking garage inside. I was like, holy shit.
It was crazy.
And then we were just sitting on the sidewalk, just fucking.
I literally
eating Chipotle.
It was
It was cool. I'd definitely do it again though.
Wait, what's that famous place? That burger place in California? Or like it's in a few other places.
In-N-Out?
Isn't that? Did we go there?
I think it's In-N-Out. No, we didn't.
Oh wait, what's the other place we got? What's that burger place we went to? Remember the first night?
The first night was a burger place.
Can't remember. We got burgers though.
They're fire.
They were fire.
I don't even remember, to be honest with you. But yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun. I'd definitely do it again.
Oh, me too. It's fun when like, especially big cities like that you hear so much about, like seeing it for yourself.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. It's cool.
Well, I tried to do it again. I went to St. Croix.
Yeah.
St. Thomas, but it was not the same.
Yeah, I feel like it's a different vibe.
No, it was bad because there was no public transportation, so I had to walk everywhere. And I like ended up on the wrong island. It was a disaster.
Yeah, I heard that podcast that you made.
Yeah, it was not good, but it worked out. I'm not alive, so we're good.
Exactly. I was scared for a second we were gonna make it back from that trip. Like I was
as soon as you saw the
like,
lady in the bath,
shit.
It was like, oh god,
no,
this is over, dude. It's over.
I don't think that I'll ever forget that image.
That was the scariest part. No. I wasn't really like too worried any other time because I kind of knew everything was in our control.
Right.
But when the prostitute with the purge mask came up behind us in the middle of the night in a place we didn't know, I was like, all right, maybe I should be a little worried now.
That was hilarious. I remember, and too, we saw that famous TikTok guy. Or you like saw him.
Oh, yeah. The guy.
I didn't know who it was.
Oh, I forget exactly who it was. But like he was running out in the middle of downtown Hollywood.
Yeah.
And like he was obviously making a TikTok video, but he did it like 15 times. It was loud and obnoxious. But I was like, this is what all these famous TikTokers and YouTubers are doing in downtown LA. They're making a scene everywhere.
Yeah, and like the people there just thought it was normal too. Me and
yeah,
Jesse were looking like, what the fuck's going on?
No one even like blinked an eye, and we're like, what the fuck is going on?
Me and Jesse were like, why is this guy yelling? Like,
what is he doing in the middle of the street yelling?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a little story of our trip to LA, but thanks for listening. Stay tuned. We're going to have a lot more episodes coming up soon. So, Sarah, thank you for coming in today.
Thank you.
It's good to talk about the LA trip again. So.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
I'll see you later.